Here you find Dr. Muhammad Ijaz Alam, Associate Professor of English, Maulana Mazharul Haq, Arabic and Persian University, Patna. Today we have to discuss an important fiction, a short story. This short story has been written by Gulzar, and the name of this short story is Ravi Par. Initially, this short story was written in Punjabi language and then it was translated into Urdu as well. However, Gulzar was using both the language simultaneously. He was using Punjabi language, he was also using Urdu language for expression of his ideas, for expression of his feeling. Gulzar is such an important personality which needs not to be introduced. Those who have known about the affairs of Hindi cinema, Bollywood, they would have heard about Gulzar. Gulzar is a well known lyricist there. Gulzar is a well known poet there. Gulzar is the well known script writer there. Gulzar is such a name which is widely expanded, rather scattered, I should use the term, across the Bollywood Hindi cinema. This Gulzar was born in Punjab city of Dina under Jhelum district, which was falling at that time in Pakistan region, or rather you can say United India of Pakistan. He was born in 1934. His original name is Sampurna Singh Kalra. As he belonged to a Karla Sikh family, that is why his family name is Karla. So he started his career as a car mechanic. He visited Bombay at that time, now it is Mumbai, and he started working in a garage, working as a painter, working as a car mechanic there. Meanwhile, he was very much picked up by an important personality. His name is Shailendraji for script writing and for lyric writing, etc. He proved his worth and he worked there for a pretty long time and he was awarded Padma Bhushan in 2004 and he was also awarded the Shahid Academy Award and Dada Sahab Phalke Award, etc. Gulzar became a very important name across the country just because of an important TV serial. And the name of this TV serial was Mirza Ghalib. And this TV serial was started in 1980. So each and every household of Indian continent, they could come to know about Gulzar because of his lyric, because of his music presentation, because of his directorship, etc. So he could become a very well known there. Gulzar is, apart from being a lyricist, he was also a good poet and he was also a good story writer. He used to write a story just to deal with human relationship, just to portray the affairs of society, just to portray the suffering of the society, just to portray the psychological feeling of the society. The short story which we have picked up for discussion today, it is Ravi Par. Ravi Par, this is what we should understand the title first. Ravi is an important name of a river. The Punjab continent is very much well known for five rivers, and these five rivers are Satluj, Jhelum, Bees, Chenab, and Ravi. So, Ravi was also an important river, and this Ravi was the border river. This Ravi river was just attached and adjacent to two countries, India and Pakistan. Rather, you can say it was the only border line for both these two countries, because when we have to just draw the partition of India, we would come to know that half of the Punjab is in India and half of the Punjab is in Pakistan. However, both the Punjab become one when these five rivers are going to be mentioned. So these five rivers are the point of harmony, point of amalgamation, point of unison for both these countries. So the very importance of Ravi cannot be irrigated. So the author has picked up this very title, Ravi Par. This is very important. See, in the Ravi Par, this is the story of a Sikh family, and the head of the Sikh family is Darshan Singh. This Darshan Singh was living with his mother, his wife, and two infants. Incidentally, uh, rather you can say the fight of independence, fight of partition started in 1947. So now this very family was a bit perturbed just because of division of India, as their village was just falling under the control of Pakistan. So they wished to come to India to live with their brothers, to live with their relatives, to be their other people of their neighboring country, etc. Like this. So this story could become very much important. Some of the critics are of the opinion that this story has autobiographical tinges. Why it is autobiographical tinges? Mr. Gulzar himself belonged to the Jhelum district of Dina village. So, whatever the suffering and experiences he collected himself uh, during the independence, because he lived for 11 years before independence. He was born in 1934, and the fight for independence has started in 1947. So he could closely, minutely observe of suffering, frustration, depression of the people living in India and the people living in Pakistan. So this was the very much closely understood. So Ravi Par describes the autobiographical element in guise, not directly, because some of the informations are different. But to somehow rather, it can be said that the information which has been very much accumulated there, it is related to the personal life of the author himself. This is the story of a Sikh family who was perturbed after independence, or rather you can say the fight of 1900, division of partition of 1947. So this family wanted to come to India, come to live with their own relative, live with their own people of neighboring country, etc. So that is why this family, along with the other people, those who are coming to India by train, this family also decided to come to India by train. The train was rather you can say heavily packed, and there had been the big rush, so they could get their boarding above the roof of the train. They could not get boarding inside the compartment of the train, so they could just live over there. And this seating arrangement was rather very much difficult. So Darshan Singh was there, his wife was there, and his wife was along with two infants, and both of them were crying for their livelihood. Meanwhile, a child, uh, just because of you can say suffering, etc., could not survive for a longer period of time. So this infant could die, and one of them could die, and one was living. So now it was the very peculiar situation how to go over to India with a dead body of an infant. So ultimately, rather you can say a person who was just traveling along with him, he just asked him to throw the dead body of the child in river Ravi. When the train was about to cross the river Ravi, and this river Ravi was the culminating point of Pakistan and India, etc. So, this is how the infant was thrown there. Incidentally, the thrown infant was the living being, and the dead infant was close to the breast of his wife, etc. So, this was a very appalling situation. This was a very appalling situation, and it was the kind of the suffering, etc. So, this kind of expression in this short story indicates that this short story deals with the trauma, deals with the psychic fear, deals with schizophrenic thought, deals with phobia of insecurity, how the migrants suffered because of this very division, because of their insecurity, etc. So, this kind of very calculation has been made in this very short story. To some extent, in order to sum up, we can say that this short story, Ravi Par, is a magic realism. How it is a magic realism? This is a magic realism because it appears to be fabulous in content. It appears to be, but ultimately it is the true feeling, it is the true spirit of the migrant of Pakistan visiting India, etc. So, usually in magic realism, you must have come to know this, understand this very term. Magic realism was introduced in 1982 by G. Marcus from Colombia, and he was awarded Nobel Prize uh, for this very coinage of the term magic realism. Magic realism was initially started by Henry James, but he did not use the term. He was using in writing, etc., without coining the term magic realism. But this could become the part of literature in 1982, and Mr. G. Marcos from Colombia was awarded Nobel Prize for it. So it all indicates that this story is a magic realism, and this deals with the spirit and emotion of the author himself. This is very much intoxicating. In some other sense, we can say that it is very mesmerizing to undertake psychic fare. It is also mesmerizing to deal with schizophrenic thought. And to conclude, we can say that it's also mesmerizing just because of the phobia of insecurity emerged during the partition of India in 1947. This is how Gulzar could become a man of literature dealing with personal emotion, universalizing the theme and making it an art forever. This is not an art for the sake of art, rather, it is art for the sake of life. Thank you very much.